for lively conversation and something fun, fresh and different on the area's only local and live show at 9. Local 5, live. And now, your hosts, Lisa Malik and Justin Steinbrink.
Good morning, everybody. Happy sunny day to you. Thanks for being here with us.
It's a nice day. You know, I have to tell you, I took a couple of minutes earlier this morning because being the weather guy, you talk about the weather and how nice it's going to be all day, and you rarely actually experience it during your work shift. I took a couple minutes just to kind of sit and enjoy the beautiful sunrise that was going on.
Did you go outside and sit on your car again?
Yes, that's what I do.
Oh, I love it. I wish I could be here early enough to catch you in the act of
I just like a little peace and quiet for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yes, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's nice.
You've got quite the schedule.
Yeah. Lots to do here on Local 5 Live. We've got a busy day.
Yes,
jam-packed show. Here's what's ahead. A live preview of this weekend's Bark in the Park from the Fox Valley Humane Association, and some adorable adoptable animals too.
That may include a chinchilla.
Ooh, yeah. Cool.
From free photos to lower priced carb loading, the Bell & Run has some great upgrades this year. We'll find out what's new.
A star on the small screen leaves her TV comfort zone to talk with us about something she's now making public, hoping to help others. Her battle with arthritis.
And do you know a veteran who deserves a bathroom makeover? Then our friend Brian Gottlieb of Tundraland wants to hear from you. So we'll have details about that. I have to admit, I want to hear from you too. I'm at a crossroads with Tanner.
Your dog.
Yes, we've been trying to leave him out of his, he loves his kennel, and I don't mind putting him in the kennel. But sometimes I want to leave him out so he can kind of run around the house and look out the window and not be so stuffed up or whatever. And with Rookie in St. Louis this week, especially, I kind of thought, all right, I'll leave him out yesterday. I cover up the kid's stuffed animal basket downstairs with a blanket so he can't get in it.
Would he go after that normally, probably?
Yes, he would. And he has. He ate the whole head off of Winnie the Pooh one time. But this is what I came home to yesterday and thought, okay, he's found something totally new.
What is that?
That's our garbage can.
Oh, okay.
And what's left of it. Gabby and Jackson came home and they turned the corner and were like, oh, Mom, what is this? I think they thought like a robber or burglar had gotten into the house.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, this wasn't even the worst of it. Then I realized with a fright that as I was driving the driveway, I was like, why is Gabby's light on upstairs? I had meant to go back up there and make the bed, and I left the door open, so I go running in there. It was a Barbie battlefield.
Barbie battlefield?
I am not kidding you. He meticulously amputated Barbie hands and feet from about a dozen Barbie dolls. And so I was like, oh!
Oh, no.
I'm like hurrying. I'm going to clean up the evidence because I don't want Gabby to come up and see it.
Yeah.
She's gotten a lot of hand-me-down Barbies lately, so I don't think she knows every Barbie
that she has.
So I'm like cleaning up the evidence. I'm putting it in my clothes hamper so she won't look at that.
Arms and feet are just flying all over the place.
Feet. I mean, and then I found one this morning that she didn't happen to see last night because I don't think I found all the victims, if you will. And so there's going to be some random crying coming up. But here's my question to everybody, because Cinder, everyone has that dog, right? Once in a lifetime dog that never really does anything wrong, and that was Cinder.
Oh.
And we love Tanner. He's a really nice dog, but every time we leave him out, this happens.
It's
so
a chewing thing. What can
Please,
you do to help a chewing dog?
Yeah.
Huh?
I mean, he loves his kennel, so I don't feel bad about putting him in there, but I'd like him to be able to roam around.
Oh, you could just coat everything with like garlic powder in your whole house. That might.
I did get some
red
helpful
pepper
advice,
flakes.
on my personal Facebook page last night, but it was all kind of like put him back in the kennel.
All right. Lisa wants to hear from you, so head to our Facebook fan page, Local 5 Live, and let Lisa know what you think she can do so that the Barbies stay safe in the days ahead.
Help a Gabby out.
You have a crazy household. If there's squirrels flying through your house,
I know. And
wild
animals coming in next week. I got to ask him about that.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, you know what? This is an interesting story. A 19-year-old college student in Colorado posted quite the unusual wish list there on Craigslist recently. See, Natalie Carson is looking for a family to spend time with on her birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, she spent her entire childhood in foster care, recently aged out of the system, and she's now on her own for the first time and is hoping to find a family to make her 19th birthday feel special.
Yeah, I've never really had, of course I've had birthdays, but they haven't really been good. Usually every birthday is really painful and it's hard.
Well, it's such a sad story. Natalie says that several families, though, have reached out to her in order to make a birthday celebration for her.
What was she saying on Craigslist? Like, I'll pay you, or?
I think she wanted to rent them out. Yeah, she wanted to pay for them. I imagine that someone will do this
for free
out of the kindness of their heart.
Oh, poor girl. All right. You know, it has been about 5 decades now, actually 5 decades to the T, that there was a big, huge milestone in space. 50 years ago today, Major Edward White became the first American astronaut to perform a spacewalk. He carefully exited the Gemini 4 capsule while in orbit and stepped out into the vacuum with only an 8-foot tether to keep him secure.
Wow.
Yeah, times have changed,
yeah, indeed.
Right? White maneuvered freely for about 23 minutes before re-entering the spacecraft. Now, here's a little factoid. He was the first American to do the spacewalk, but Russian cosmonaut Alexei Lvov performed the feat 3 months earlier. Yeah, and I remember kind of hearing about the space race. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the time.
Cool. That's been a 50-year anniversary.
Big day
right
today.
Today.
Exactly.
All right, it's time for our Local 5 Live Fan of the Day. And this morning we say congrats to Lisa Nellis.
Go, Lisa.
Yeah, not Malik, Nellis of Green Bay. Congratulations and thanks for being a viewer of our show. Lisa in studio here is going to give you a spin on the wheel and see we're going to get some great eats sometime soon. How about some Italian from Victoria's? Good stuff. Enjoy, Lisa, and thanks for watching the show.
All right, coming up, we're going to add a little spice as we eat well with festival foods. We've got a recipe for jalapeno cheddar cornbread.
We also have a reminder for you to head to our website again today, every day this week, in fact, for your chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to discover the dinosaurs. You want to go to wearegreenbay.com, click on entertainments, then contests to register. This is coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We are going to announce today's winner of the family 4-pack coming up at the end of our show. 2 more to go, too, tomorrow and Friday, so you've got more chances to win coming down the line this week. Again, wearegreenbay.com, entertainment, then contests.
Welcome back to Local 5 Live, everybody. A cast iron skillet is truly a versatile pan.
Yeah, and today as we eat well with festival foods, we're spicing up our cornbread in this kitchen staple.
Good morning and welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Lauren and this is Chef Julie and we're 2 of Festival's dietitians. And Julie today is sharing with us a great cornbread recipe.
Yes, it's delicious. I love cornbread, so I'm so excited about this. I know you are too. So we are going to take a kind of a traditional cornbread recipe and we're going to add some really good flavors to it. So starting off, we have our dry ingredients and they're already mixed together, but I actually used a whole wheat white flour.
Okay.
Because it still has a lot of fiber to it, but it still has that nice texture of like a white flour.
Sure. And is this found in our natural organic department or is this in the normal baking aisle.
It's with all the other flours, so
Okay.
normal baking aisle.
I know there are some in natural organic too, but I wasn't sure about the normal aisle.
Yeah, and then it has cornmeal, because we have to have cornmeal to make cornbread.
Of course,
And then we
yes.
have our baking soda, baking powder, and a little bit of salt. So that's going into our bowl here.
Perfect.
So
And
you
I
can
know
see that cornmeal.
cornmeal is gluten-free, and I'm thinking of Stephanie now. Would she, obviously it has whole wheat flour, she can't eat that. What
Yep.
would be a good substitute that she could still make this recipe?
You could sub in a gluten-free all-purpose flour, or you could actually use, I brought a cornbread mix that's gluten-free. It's Bob's Red Mill brand, and you could find that in the natural organic aisle. So you could do either of those things.
Perfect.
A lot of people
Good
like that because
options.
it's easy.
Yeah, it's all in one.
So I have our dry ingredients mixed together, and now I'm gonna throw in our buttermilk. So this is the low-fat buttermilk. And now if you don't have buttermilk at home, you can actually use regular milk and then just add in about a tablespoon of a white vinegar. And that
Oh,
kind
that's
of
a
gives
great
that
trick.
acidic, yeah, it gives that little acidic bite to it like buttermilk.
Mm-hmm.
We have 1 egg. So we're gonna whisk that in. That's gonna hold everything together.
Yes.
Of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is corn oil.
Okay, so I know corn oil is obviously really great. If you don't have that on hand at home, could you substitute canola oil or olive oil or any of the other oils?
You could substitute another flavorless oil. I mean, I used corn because it just makes sense with it being cornbread. And
Yes,
I have
absolutely.
corn oil at home because I like it to make popcorn from scratch.
Sure.
So you could easily use like a canola or a grapeseed or something like that. I probably would steer away from olive oil just because it will give that distinct olive oil flavor.
Sure.
We're not really looking for that in our cornbread.
Got it, just some oil.
And then the last thing we have for our cornbread mix is honey.
Great ingredient, sweeten it up
Yes.
a little bit for a
Yeah,
typical cornbread.
You could use sugar, you know, but I just feel like cornbread goes so well with honey that I like
I
to
agree.
use. Yeah, I like to use that. So there's our mix, and I just want to make sure I
Looking
have.
pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's cornbread mix is a little thick, which is fine. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it looks more like a bread batter versus a quick bread like a muffin.
Right, or like a pancake. So we have that, and then if you would just hand me the cheese. Actually, let's start with
Cheese.
that. Everyone loves cheese,
Can
right?
I pour it in for you?
Pour it in for me,
All
please.
right.
Yep. I'm just gonna set the whisk aside and use our handy dandy scraper here so I can get it all mixed together.
And now is this just a cheddar cheese?
It's sharp cheddar.
Oh,
You know.
my favorite.
Yes, you could use regular cheddar, but I like the sharp. It just gives that extra punch of flavor.
Yeah.
And then if you want to dump in the jalapeno, so that's just a
Yes.
fresh jalapeno, and we've diced it up really small because we don't want big chunks of jalapeno, but we just want a little bit in there to give just a little bit of heat.
And you could omit this, obviously,
Yes.
if you didn't want it to be too spicy.
Yeah, if you don't like spicy, you don't have to add that, or if you just want regular cornbread, you could have stopped before we added the cheese and the jalapeno.
Oh,
and it'd
okay.
be just regular cornbread. And then a last fun ingredient is Mexicorn. So you can just find that, yep, go ahead, throw it in. You can just find that in the grocery aisle with the other canned vegetables. And this is just corn that has bell peppers chopped and added in there. They're not spicy, it's just a little bit of added flavor. So we have our
And
batter.
you drained this,
Yeah.
but you
yep.
did not rinse it.
I did not, because I didn't want to get rid of all the little peppers in there.
Right.
So as you can see, everything's pretty incorporated, so we're ready to throw it in our pan. And I'm actually using a cast iron skillet today because it gives a really nice crust for our cornbread.
I love that.
So I stuck this in the oven just for a few minutes to get it hot. You could throw it on the stove too. And I
Okay.
melted just a little bit of butter because again, that's gonna give a nice crust on it and that nice flavor. So it's nice and hot, so you do wanna be careful. But we just put everything in there.
Yeah, it comes out really nice and easy.
Yeah. Everything goes in. We're just gonna spread it out evenly.
And this is one of your 20-minute meals
Yes.
vlogs, right?
Yep. So, I mean, it's one of those things that it's hearty enough. You know, I've eaten it before for lunch because
Yeah.
it's so good with this, just a little bit of honey on it.
Well, you've got the corn in there too and the peppers, and it's really all-inclusive.
It's filling,
Yeah.
right? So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the oven. And we have it preheated at 425, and it cooks in like 13 to 17 minutes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty quick.
That's all right. So, Lauren, could you open up the
You got it.
oven there for me? Stick it in. Our oven's nice and hot. There we go.
Perfect.
Perfect. And then I actually have one already finished for us.
Great.
So, yeah, get those out of the way there so we can enjoy our cornbread. All right, look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
It is. I love the different colors in there. It doesn't look like your typical cornbread. It's something a little bit different, and I love the hardiness.
It's like confetti cornbread. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
And it has, like I said, it has that nice crust on it. As you can see, that's from a combination of the pan and the butter.
And in my house, cornbread was a staple for chili
Yes.
nights. So I would love to make this with your 8-ingredient chili recipe in the hot dish.
Perfect pair. So I have a plate there for each of us.
Perfect.
And I'll give you a
Thank
slice.
you.
Oh, it's so perfect.
And I think I'm going to drizzle with a little of this honey here.
You just conveniently had that honey, right? You were planning ahead.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Isn't it?
I love it. Let's give it a taste.
Definitely eat this for lunch or...
You're right, though. It does go perfectly with chili. Let's give it a little taste. That's so good.
I think the honey really adds a lot, makes it a little bit sweeter, and overall very moist, too.
Yum.
All right, well, if you would like this recipe on Julie's 20-Minute Meals blog, you can visit our website at bestfoods.com and click on the Health and Wellness link.
This cornbread is amazing.
We'll see you next time.
They worked hard to throw that in there.
Julie's so corny.
Oh, then you could throw it in there too. All right, well done, ladies. Next on Local 5 Live, you'll hear a bark in the park, or maybe lots of them this weekend in Appleton. And it's all to help with medical care for thousands of adoptable animals. We'll see where proceeds are going live from the Fox Valley Humane Association next.
That we have.
How's that?
Nice
How's that?
surgical suite looking behind us.
Yes, good.
So a large donation doesn't mean like there's a big cash truck back there dropping off.
I think they're dropping off food,
Okay.
which is good, is really good.
It's
It's really
almost like a Brinks truck.
exactly for us it is.
I know.
Hi, I'm Ashley with St. Brennan's Inn.
Hi, I'm Robin with Inso Yoga Studio.
Good morning.
It is to keep the numbers down, but also
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hi, I'm Ashley with St. Brennan's Inn.
Hi, I'm Robin with Inso Yoga Studio.
Good morning, Local 5 Live.
All right, they were talking with us about the start of the Saturday Farmers Market downtown Green Bay, which kicked off on Saturday. Hopefully better weather for this Saturday.
It is the season, though, isn't it?
It
We're
is.
reaching that point. Well, when you adopt a dog, cat, or any other animal from the Fox Valley Humane Association, they come to you in good health, and that's thanks to the Wellness Center there.
And that's where proceeds from this weekend's Bark in the Park come into play. And Executive Director Deb Lewis joins us. Hi, Deb.
Good morning, Lisa and Justin. It is such a pleasure to have you here at our Wellness Center. Lots is going on, and I can hardly wait to give you all the details.
Yeah, well, let's talk about proceeds from Bark in the Park. And you had sent some really impressive statistics to me about the thousands of animals that are helped by the Wellness Center each year.
Well, really, it's amazing when you're going to see the little bit of space. Last year, we spayed and neutered 3,000 animals in this tiny little space, and our doctors treated 8,000 animals. And this would not only be animals that we house here that are up for adoption, Lisa and Justin, but these are also public animals. We have a very active program for low-income families. We want to make sure that all the pets in the valley get the veterinary care that they need, and we want to save as many lives as we can. Last year, we saved 3,560 lives. This year we're shooting for 4,500. But we realize it's not only the animals we send to good new homes, it's the animals out in the community that need help and resources that haven't been able to get that. And so that's what the Wellness Center is all about. And you're looking at Dr. Laura doing a neuter on a dog right now for a low-income family that qualified for services. We operate 5 days a week in the Wellness Center. We have 2 full-time veterinarians, 2 full-time certified veterinary technicians, and 2 full-time veterinary assistants. And we're looking at expanding because the need is so great in the valley.
I can't believe 20 to 30 surgeries a day. This is a busy place, this Wellness Center. Throughout the day, you guys have a lot going on there. Are most of your, most of the surgeries and operations that are going on for that spaying and neutering, or are there other things that sometimes are happening too, Deb?
Well, you know, Justin, that's a fabulous question, and a lot of them, the majority of them are spays and neuters, but we did a plethora of other types of surgeries on animals that were hit by cars. Law enforcement brought in tumor removal, leg amputation, all kinds of other things last year, and we will continue to do that, provide all of those services. So it's not just the spays and neuters. I don't know, did you notice all of the cages lined up along the row here? That's our trap neuter return program, and that's with feral cats. This is our 3rd year of doing this program, and we spay and neuter all the feral cats, and we have decreased euthanasia of these cats by 68% because of this program. Wow. We did 3,000 cats the first 2 years. We're going to do another 1,500 this year. Things, if you pardon the pun, things are hopping over here, guys. I got to tell you, things are busy.
I know, and hopefully we'll see a chinchilla in our next half hour too and hear about those. But I also wanted to ask, dental wellness is also a big part of this service that you do, right?
I'm sorry, Lisa, I didn't hear that last question.
Dental wellness is also an important part for you guys, Deb?
Yes, absolutely, and let's just take a quick walk in here. This is the dental surgery area, and this was absolutely imperative. So many animals come into humane societies that have never received any kind of veterinary care, and thus they've never received any dental care. And what that means is they die much earlier, and they suffer. You know how horrible it is when your teeth and your dental work isn't taken care of. This has saved innumerable lives, and so we're able to do a complete dental on the dogs and the cats, and for animals that are going home, and we're able to help people in low-income situations that have no other opportunity. And it's wonderful. You can put these pets back with these people, and they can stay in the homes, and that's saving lives at its very best, Lisa.
This is really a great place. It's so awesome to hear that something like this is there and available there in the Fox Valley. And coming up in our next half hour, we're going to talk more about Bark in the Park and talk about how folks can get involved and help to, you know, keep this place going to be able to help animals throughout the Fox Valley. Thank you so much, Deb.
Thank you. My pleasure, guys.
All right, talk to you soon. Still ahead on Local 5 Live, Rich is going to join us with today's top stories.
And the sunshine just keeps on coming. Another day with blue sky out there in northeast Wisconsin. That's a beautiful view in Little Chute right now, live. Coming up, we'll take a look at how much longer this stretch of sunny weather is going to be lasting. We'll be coming to an end sometime soon. Details ahead in your forecast.
Fox Cities and the Lakeshore. This is Local 5 This Morning.
Well, good morning to you and happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rich Klindworth. Local 5 Live will be back in just a few minutes, but first, here's a look at this morning's top stories. The investigation continues into a plane crash that killed 2 people.
Just 30 for the... Sure, okay, so if you want to run this either up...
From WFRV TV, Green Bay, Fox Cities, and the Lakeshore, this is Local 5 This Morning.
Well, good morning to you and happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rich Klindworth. Local 5 Live will be back in just a few minutes, but first, here's a look at this morning's top stories. The investigation continues into a plane crash that killed 2 people yesterday near Whitman Airport in Oshkosh. The Winnebago County coroner says that an autopsy will be conducted and the identities of the victims will be released today. Authorities say that the plane was coming in for a landing but came up short of the runway. Deputies arrest a California man after a high-speed chase along the lakeshore. The Sheboygan County Sheriff's Office says that the suspect was threatening to kill his family, and once officers arrived at the hotel that he was staying in, the suspect took off. The pursuit eventually ended on State Highway 67 near the Sheboygan-Manitowoc County line. Governor Scott Walker continued his tour of the southern United States, this time making a stop in Florida. He spoke at an economic growth summit. Walker has done well in recent GOP polls, some of which include Marco Rubio and Jeb Bush, both from Florida. Passionate testimony at the state capitol over a controversial abortion bill. The Pain-Capable Child Protection Act says that abortions could not be performed after 20 weeks. The bill's authors say that that's when a fetus can feel pain. Committee members plan to vote on the bill tomorrow and potentially send it to the legislature by next week. Governor Scott Walker has said he would sign it. And coming up at noon, Mike Austin will have the latest news from the farm and our daily ag report. Now for a look at your Wednesday forecast, here again is meteorologist Justin Steinbrink. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning, Rich. Nice to see some sunshine around once again across northeast Wisconsin. This view in Green Bay shows the blue sky we're already enjoying. And Futurecast doesn't seem to indicate that's about to change anytime soon. As you'll notice here across eastern Wisconsin, a mostly sunny sky will be the rule straight on through to evening, as we do anticipate plenty of blue sky around and mild temperatures today, too. However, a cold front is going to be approaching as we go through the night tonight. Clouds will be increasing, and even by daybreak tomorrow, a couple of spotty showers will be noted up north. Chances for scattered light rain showers or thunderstorms will be even seen as we go through the day on Thursday here in east central parts of the Badger State. And that lingers into your Friday as well, with an opportunity for a few more spotty rain showers or thunderstorms. Then a little more cloud cover is also going to be noted as we head toward the end of the week. Temperatures, though, pretty mild for the next couple of days. Today above average with a high of 76 this afternoon. Near 80 tomorrow, but we cool back come Friday. Highs only in the upper 60s. Then we'll try to rebound a bit as we head toward this upcoming weekend. For today, mostly sunny and mild. 76 will be our daytime high, with a south wind 8 to 12 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, clouds will begin to increase, and we could see a chance at a stray shower or thunderstorm in the far north after midnight. 57 will be our low. For tomorrow, then, a scattering of showers and thunderstorms at times throughout the day. Otherwise, partly sunny and pretty warm with a high near 80. Here's a look at the next 7 days, which shows a cool down coming in Friday. Highs only in the upper 60s. Then could see a lingering shower or thunderstorm. Weekend looks okay, though. A mix of sun and clouds is expected both days. Highs will be in the low 70s before we heat things up a bit as we head toward the start of next week. Another shot at 80 coming our way on Monday, with our next chance for a few showers and thunderstorms also arriving by then. Lisa rejoins me for more of Local 5 Live in just a moment. Stay with us.
And you went?
I went.
Yeah.
I had to. I haven't been to one in a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a chronic autoimmune disease, and it causes inflammation in your joints. So stiffness.
Welcome back to Local 5 Live, everybody. Are you ready? I feel like I should be elbowing
Yeah, exactly.
you. Bell & Run is coming up next weekend already, June 13th in Green Bay, and this year there are some fun new additions.
Yeah, so let's hear all about the fun things that are going to be added this year. Assistant Race Director Linda Maxwell is here to talk about some of the upgrades that are going on. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning.
This is going to be fun. It's obviously just a great event as a whole, but you've added some new kind of features to this. Talk about some of the upgrades that participants are going to be able to look forward to this year.
We have added a lot. We're always looking to improve the experience for our participants. So this year we had an opportunity to add some really great things. Probably the one that has the most buzz with our participants is free photos. You can download free photos. We've always had professional photographers out on the course and at the finish line. But this year, we also we'll be having that 27 photographers in the area. But afterwards, you will be able to download photographs for free. Cool. So they'll be available 3 to 5 business days after. And it's just a way for us to help our participants to share this great experience. I mean, it's a fantastic accomplishment. And people want to share that, and they want to have a memento of that. So we're doing our best to try to make that possible for them.
That's so cool that they're accommodating like
great
that.
ideas. We'll see Justin in an action shot.
Tired.
Another big thing I know that's getting buzzed too is gone are those race chips that you have to attach to your shoelaces. And you're never sure if you got it on right.
And you don't know if you have your family members, you know, your spouse, your sons, your daughters. So yes, we will have a timing tag. It's on the back of the bib. So you don't have to worry about that. You put your bib on, you have your timing chip. Just want to make sure that we keep everything from underneath the bib so it doesn't interfere with the signal.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Year, so.
And the results are going to be instantaneous. I remember coming in when I did the Bellin and going to the race tent and getting all my info. Sure. There's actually not even a race tent this year, is there?
There's no
results tent, I should say.
It's live. There's a couple opportunities. You can have it texted to you. Other people in your family or friends can have it texted to them, so they will know when you cross. So it will be a great way to meet at the end. Okay, I know they crossed the finish line.
Sure.
Yeah.
But again, people are very excited about this accomplishment. So to have those results live and to know exactly, you know, where you finished, because it is chip timing and you don't cross the start line right away. So to have that official result, they'll be available live.
That's so cool. Love that.
I could have shaved some time off
there you go.
time.
Hey, one other thing I want to mention is the carbo loading that goes on the spaghetti dinner. That's still taking place, and there's some fun changes to that too, right?
Yeah, we really wanted to make this a great family event. So we made some changes. We're putting it on internally, our nutrition services. Putting it on, so that we can bring the price down. $6 for adults, $3 for 12 and under, and then free for 2 and under. And we did add a few more children-friendly options. Some bow tie pasta, not quite as messy as a marinara sauce.
Yes, thank you.
Some carrots, things like that. So we want people to enjoy that Friday night, especially because the children's run. We have 3 different events on Friday night, and we want families to be able to afford that great event.
So if somebody's sitting here watching this, they thought, I should have registered. They still can,
They
right?
still can. Registration is open online until next Thursday at midnight, and there is registration Friday night at the expo. So you can do that, especially the children's run. This year we're doing this cool superhero cape. So you can get your children out there, and they'll get that ahead of time, and they can actually run with that. So registration is out there.
Sorry, I wanted to ask about this too with the being the Wisconsin 10K championship site. What exactly does that mean for folks involved with that?
We have been chosen by the Wisconsin United States Track and Field Association, and it's a great honor for us to be the championship. So the top Wisconsin finisher, male and female, in both Open and Masters, they will be the official Wisconsin state champion in the 10K event.
Oh, wow. Right here from the Bell and
Great,
Run.
great honor. And they just know what a great event it is, so chose us for this year.
Talk a little bit, Linda, about just the community event that this is. I mean, even if you're not in it to win it, say, you're in it to finish, you're in it to be part of this, it really is a great community event.
It is, and everyone's running the same distance. If you're running it really fast with the people finishing at 30 minutes, or you're doing it in 2 hours and 30 minutes, it's the same accomplishment for everybody. And we really work at making it a special event for everybody, no matter the pace that you're doing it in.
I have to say, the buzz when you're there that morning, it's just incredible. I love that feel. It's like that whole little area around Webster and Mason is just a big buzz of excitement. It really is a fun event. If you've never done the Bell and Run before, I highly recommend it. If folks want more information, if they want to register or get more info, where can they go?
bellandrun.com.
Pretty simple.
Thank you so much, Linda. Sounds great, all the upgrades that you guys are doing. Always improving on something that's already great. Thanks, Linda. You know, she led The Secret Life of the American Teenager, at least on TV. Yeah. Some of her other credits include The Newsroom and Entourage. But today, actress Megan Park talks about something she has not publicly shared before, her battle with rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah, and she joins us live right now from Los Angeles. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning.
Let's start by talking about what inspired you to share that you actually have rheumatoid arthritis.
Well, it's something that I've lived with my entire adult life. My mom actually also has rheumatoid arthritis, so it was something that I felt like it was time and I was ready to sort of share with people. And working with Joint Decisions is so amazing because it's an educational initiative and it's empowering people living with rheumatoid arthritis to, you know, share in the decisions about their health, and I think that's incredibly important.
Why did you team up with Joint Decisions? I mean, you alluded to it a little bit, but you also have a live chat coming up and people can learn more directly from you too, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be a part of the chat. It's on June 15th, and there's going to be a rheumatologist speaking and other experts, and I'm going to be talking in detail about how I sort of manage my day-to-day life living with RA, and hopefully that'll help, you know, somebody else living with RA as well.
What's it like being a young adult and trying to, you know, live with RA on a daily basis?
You know, it's just a day-to-day sort of, battle. Every day when I wake up, I have to really ask myself, how am I feeling today? What am I able to do and not able to do? So that I don't overdo things. You know, I'm in it for the long run, and slow and steady wins the race, and I'm really sort of trying to take care of my body so I'm in control of arthritis and it's not in control of me.
Yeah. Why do you think it's important for people with RA to speak up about it?
Well, it's a disease that affects so many people. 1.5 million Americans are living with it, and of all ages. People often think that only their grandparents can get it, but that's not the case. And I think it's important to speak up so other people can know about the disease and to be your own best advocate so you can get the care that you need.
And this Joint Decisions initiative sounds pretty cool. Can you tell us where people can go to maybe find some more tools or resources to help them if this is something that they're battling as well?
Yeah, you can go to jointdecisions.com. That's the website. There's so much information on there. And then the chat that I'm doing is on June 15th, and it's going to be super educational. And I'm hoping I can connect with some other people out there that are living with RA.
Well, very nice of you to share your story. I know a lot of times that really spurs people into action. So, Megan, the best to you. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Still ahead on Local 5 Live, from a hairband to wearing many hats, a talented local musician is being profiled in this week's Frankly Green Bay.
From chihuahuas to chinchillas, we'll take a look at some of the adoptable animals at the Fox Valley Humane Association ahead of this weekend's Bark in the Park.
I promised him one night. Yeah. So it was last night, and Jackson was like scared for some reason, and he kept wanting me to like lay sideways with my arm like this so he could put his head on my arm. Yeah. And it was like after a while, my shoulder
falls asleep. Yeah. I know. That's promo. Check on this. I'm sorry, I don't mean this to rub. Check 1, 2. Is that rubbing? Check, test, check. Hey, Vic, how you doing, baby?
Check.
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to another segment of Frankly Green Bay, where we introduce to you creative people throughout northeastern Wisconsin. I got a rock star here, ladies and gentlemen. He's been in bands all over and has traveled the country. And he's in Let Me Be Frank Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Pills. Welcome to another edition of Frankly Green Bay. I got my good friend and keyboard player for Let Me Be Frank Productions, Tony Pills. How you doing, Tony?
How you doing, Frank?
You know what? I've wanted to get you on this show for a long time. You've been with Let Me Be Franks for how many years now?
14.
14? We're not that old, are we?
No, we're very young.
Very young. You were in a band that almost got signed. It was Pat Hibbard was in it. And it was Kelly Klaus, your brother. Tell us about the Excalibur days, or is that what it was called?
It was the Blitz.
The Blitz. Okay. And tell us about that experience.
Well, the Blitz was initially was me, Kelly Klaus, and Tim Pills.
Yeah.
That was Excalibur.
Yeah.
In the days that when we were in high school and stuff, and we decided that we needed to get Tim, my brother, from behind the drums out front to be the lead singer. So we talked to Pat Hibbert in playing bass and Todd Lent into playing drums where Tim was, and we decided that we wanted to pursue music as a career at that time.
Now, you've been in tons of bands since then. Tell me about the Journey Tribute Separate Ways.
Yes, we were initially in a band called After Dark.
Yep.
And I was in it for like 12 years with that. And I left the group, and those guys, the rest of the guys, Paul Lent, Kelly Klaus, and others, had started a Journey band called Separate Ways. And they asked me if I wanted to be part of it. So, I mean, Journey music for us, we all grew up in the 80s with listening to Journey. And a good friend, Paul, can sing Steve Perry almost to a T.
Yep.
So we decided, why don't we do something like a tribute band? There's a lot of tribute bands out there. So we decided to put this thing together, and we just kind of play festivals and stuff.
Now, Let Me Be Franks is kind of, you've been with them for, of course, you said 14 years. What is it like being with a troupe for that long and dealing with actors and different things? Because it's not like a band, it's a little different.
No, I mean, being with people that long, you get to know each other very well, their tendencies, especially for the band. Mm-hmm. We know how other singers sing their parts and when to change parts. It's just, being in it for that long really helps.
Well, Tony Pills, thank you so much for joining me. And I got to tell you, if you want to catch Duck Creek Dynasty, it runs June 5th through June 20th at the Meyer Theater. Come see Tony. Come and see me. Join us next week as we bring you another creative person from northeastern Wisconsin. And now, Tony, being in the troupe, you are the only one who likes to wear hats. Why is that?
I wonder.
That's what a hairband will do to you, right?
Exactly. From that long curly hair.
And that's how I remember them.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in high school and college, all of us together, and they had this big hair. I remember using Aquanet. I had the Richard Marx mullet, but they had the big
Richard Marx.
They had the big hair and they would go through cans of Aquanet. It was
Remember the Aquanet? I remember the Aquanet.
Oh, yeah.
And your beard is coming in very well, and we're going to talk about why now.
Yeah, Duck Creek Dynasty. It opens up Friday night.
Yeah.
And I grew a beard for the show because I did buy one, but it was too bulky.
Well, there it is. Yeah. How can you sing through that, right?
And how hot. I mean, that thing would just, after a week, would just sting. So I just, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing the beard thing.
I'm really excited because you guys are going to sing for us a preview of Duck Dynasty tomorrow, live from the Meijer.
Tomorrow morning, we'll be live at the Meijer Theater.
And the new edition of Frankly Green Bay is
beautiful.
out. And franklygreenbay.com.
And it doesn't stink.
No.
It does.
It smells like fresh paper.
12,000 copies out
Good
there.
for you.
They're
That's
flying off the
awesome.
shelf.
It's good stuff.
Pick one up.
All right, thanks, Frank. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, a concert announcement for you now as we go to break. Grace Potter returns to the Meijer Theater Monday, July 20th. Grace has been called one of the rock world's reigning elite female vocalists, and she's been on a steady rise since the beginning of her career in 2002, while still a student at Lawrence University.
You can head to MeijerTheater.org for information and tickets if interested. We'll be right back.
You got to have fun, kids. Yeah. Mark doesn't do X-rated. He's very...
Not today.
Well, not that he's confessing to us.
Welcome back to Local 5 Live. It's Bark to the Future this weekend in Appleton, and pets are invited.
Yeah, and Deb is back with us from the Fox Valley Humane Association to put a face on the animals you'll be helping by taking part in this fundraiser. Good morning again, Deb.
Good morning, Lisa and Justin. It's great to have you here. We got a lot to talk about, don't we?
We do. So let's start with the Bark to the Future theme, because I know we did a preview on this. And tell us a little bit about what people can expect at the walk.
Well, this is our 35th annual Walk for Kindness. We're very excited about it, and the theme is Bark to the Future. So we're going to have a DeLorean there, just like the car that was seen in the movie. Very cool, the time machine car. You're also going to have lots of fun vendors, lots of neat things going on, activities that you can do with your dog. It's a day for you to spend with your dog out in the beautiful weather, enjoying yourself, and help us raise some money to support that wellness center. We're also going to have lunch, and treats and other good things going on. So come on out and join us. It's a pledge walk. And you can get you still have time to get some pledges in, and come on out and register starting at 8:30. Registration goes to just before 10 o'clock. Walk begins at 10 o'clock, and then all kinds of awards afterwards. And we are having a pet parade, so dress your pet up as your favorite costume person in Back to the Future.
Oh, there
cool
you go.
Stuff, guys.
And
Marty McFly, may take your pick.
Exactly.
Now, I know you got some kind of fun animals with you there this morning. Can you tell us about who you have to show us this morning, Deb?
It would be my pleasure, Justin. The first thing you're seeing is two adorable puppies that are about 3 months of age. Aren't they wonderful? A little male and a little female. They're Chihuahua mixes. And they came to us on the PetSmart Rescue Wagon, which we are a part of. We're very excited to be a part of that program. We helped us save lots and lots of lives. And we see lots of wonderful dogs. 18% of the dogs adopted last year came from the PetSmart Rescue Wagon. So we're very excited about that. Jenny is holding an adorable 6-week-old tortoiseshell kitten, and she came in as a stray, I believe. So she represents the stray population that we see, and especially at this time of the year, we call this is the season when we are the busiest and things are really moving. And then Kelly's got, now look at this face, you guys. How cute is this face?
Oh, that's a chinchilla, huh?
Yeah, this is a chinchilla, and we didn't have a name for this one, so in honor of our fabulous, awesome cameraman, we've named the chinchilla Marky. This is a little male. We took 40 chinchillas, guys, from the Hawes Animal Shelter, which is in Waukesha, and we've placed 8 of them already. Hawes is hoping that we can do really well with placement and find good homes for these guys, because they've got 40 more that would like to come and visit us as well.
So this absolutely.
This is going to be an ongoing project, and we're partnering with Pet Supplies Plus, who's donating caging and all kinds of supplies. And you can also see the chinchillas over at their store in Northland.
Okay. Well, foxvalleypets.org if you'd like more information or to contact them. And don't forget, Bark to the Future, the Bark in the Park this Saturday. Deb, always very fun to check in with you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for all the cute
animals.
animals.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too, guys. Bye-bye.
We'll be right back.
You got it. So there are a couple of ways people can register. Just so you know, I do have people standing by our phones now.
Oh, okay,
if they want to call in right now and register somebody, even if it's not, they can register somebody else.
Okay, and I did not put the phone number on there.
Yeah, 800 Tunderland. Nice and easy.
All right, congratulations goes out to Daniel Pellegrin of Green Bay, who wins today's family 4-pack of tickets to Discover the Dinosaurs, coming up this weekend on Saturday and Sunday at Shopko Hall. We still have 2 more chances to win through Friday, so you want to make sure to stay tuned for more info on that in the days to come. Or if you wanted more info on the event, discoverthedinosaurs.com.
All right, another contest to tell you about now, just for some very special members of our community, veterans. We say good morning to Brian Gottlieb of Tundraland. Hello.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. So 4th of July is coming up, and this is kind of tied in with that, right?
It is. So at Timber Rattlers Stadium every year, there's a 4th of July game that's a Veterans Appreciation game. This year, we're participating in a really, really cool way. You can actually come by Timber Rattlers any Sunday, and you'll see some of our displays set up where players give out autographs to anybody.
Oh, cool.
But for Veterans Appreciation Day, what we're doing, and we're working with a couple of other partners in the community, is we're asking the community to give names of vets in need. On 4th of July, we're going to take a vet to a game. We're going to take him out to lunch, take him to it. In fact, when we take him to the game, there's a big studio waiting for him. It's a 20-room suite. And we're also going to remodel his bathroom for free.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so it's really neat. So it's open to a vet in need. We just want to make somebody happy. We want to make their day special and honor them and thank them for their service. And it's our way of serving them.
I love that Tundraland does this in the community. They're always helping out folks. Now, if people are interested in this, piques their interest right now, they know someone that could use this, what do they do next? What's the first step?
Sure. So nominate a vet. Register yourself if you're a vet in need. We just want to help you. There are a couple. We make registration really easy. It's up on our Facebook page, one of the registration forms. Our Facebook page is Tundraland on 41, or you can call us at our office and register there. You can call today. Registration closes on Friday.
Okay, so a couple days.
800 Tundraland. 800 Tundraland. 1-800-Tundraland. Give us a ring today. Just say, hey, I want to register. We'll ask you a couple quick questions, and you'll be registered. And then at some point, I'll be following up personally with everybody, asking more questions and hopefully doing a free bath for somebody.
So you're putting your guys to work on a holiday for this.
One of my sons is going to be one of the builders, too, so he was all on board for it. Yeah,
good. I was going to say putting the employees to work on the 4th of July, but it's all for a great cause.
And I understand you guys volunteered also.
No, you don't want us there. Not if you want a bathroom redo.
That's working,
Not if you want a bathroom redo.
Yeah, it's really neat.
And now these people, they're going to be surprised, right? They're going to not necessarily know.
It's going to be a kick. We're going to do a lot of fun things. I don't want to give it up on TV.
Yeah. All right.
The surprise will be
I can try.
But I will tell you, it is going to be it'll be a really, really awesomely memorable experience for some vet on July 4th at the Timber Rattlers Stadium.
As Brian says, 800 Tundraland, 800 Tundraland, 1-800-Tundraland if you want to register.
What's that phone number?
1-800-Tundraland. There you go.
And do it by Friday if possible.
Right.
But give them a call. You never know. It could be you. It could be that loved one of yours.
We just want to help somebody.
Yeah.
That's great.
So great. Great to have you here, Brian.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Next time you're going to wheel in a bathtub for us,
I
right?
love that.
Okay, we'll have the bathtub races.
With flames on it.
Good stuff.
All right. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. We hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.
Make it a great Wednesday.
Lisa Malik's wardrobe provided by Furs and Clothing of Distinction, downtown Green Bay.